So I kind of wanted to take the chance to take a video and show what Grease Pro in Panama City, well, technically Lynn Haven, how kind of good of a job they do on their auto detailing. So just gonna kind of do a quick walk around, but this is a 2011 Ram 1500 Laramie Longhorn, and it's got 160,000 miles on it, something like that, maybe a little bit more, but I'm pretty sure I had 160 on it. But I've always kind of washed it and tried to take care of it, but I've been busy and I don't have all my stuff down here in Florida, so I ended up taking it to have it professionally detailed. Just off the rip, this cost me $300, so not the cheapest thing, but it's an interior and exterior full, like, whole 9 yards. So, you know, you can kind of see it's got a pretty good reflection, and mine has a really pretty pearlescent, this black on this Ram, but you can see it's, you know, still got old, you know, nicks from bugs and stuff like that. And there's, like, for example, I mean, if I'm gonna be petty, like, there's one spot here that's like, that's dirt, and somehow that, like, it's on top of the wax, and it's almost like they just didn't get it. I don't really know. They could have been afterwards. I'm not really sure. But overall, as far as, like, glass, incredibly clear and clean. Paint looks just so good. And they did a really good job. They blacked all these pieces, so you can see how black they were. I should have got a before video, but I didn't. You can see inside the wheel wells. I mean, look how clean the wheel wells are. The wheels are incredibly clean. I mean, there's basically no dirt, no grime, no nothing. And even back behind there, they did a really good job of cleaning. I mean, for 300, they did a great job. They blacked the tires. I have old nicks and rust, and they cleaned up, because there used to be small rust trails, and for the most part, they've cleaned those up pretty well. One thing I didn't love, it's like they didn't clean my exhaust tip, which sounds petty, but on these body styles, I think the exhaust tips look so good, and they didn't clean those, which, again, is kind of petty. But you can see they cleaned the badging pretty well. You can see a little bit of, it's kind of hard to wax in here, so you can kind of see how it's not perfect around those. You can kind of see where that needs to be kind of buffed out a little bit. I haven't opened this. Oh, here's my mats. So my mats are clean and shampooed. They didn't clean the bed back here, which is fine. I knew they weren't going to. I didn't really care. I have this old carpet thing in it, so I didn't want them to. And they didn't clean anything back here, which is okay. I imagine if this wasn't, if I didn't have the tonneau cover on it, they probably would. They did a little bit of black retreatment, but not a ton, because, like, this back here they didn't touch. So this is an area they kind of missed. Like, they got the other things that they didn't get around the bed, which I didn't love. That's just, again, me pointing out things. For the most part, really good. I do want to see on the roof. Yep, they got the roof. I wanted to make sure. But, like, this was all gray. It's black now. It looks really good. Again, all this looks good. Headlights look really good and clean. Interior wise, oh, mirrors look very clean. Interior wise, so they took out my mats, but that's because they did a floor shampoo, and it's still kind of wet, so, like, I haven't put the mats back in there, but they did a full floor shampoo. It's, I mean, in great shape, black. And they've did leather treatment on all this stuff. So all this got leather treatment, including my seats and my steering wheel. So that looks good. In here, I feel like they didn't do the best job on the interior of the things they did. They did, again, overall, I rate my experience very solid. But, like, there's some things that, like, I feel like they could have got out. Specifically, there's this old, like, I think I'm going to be able to wipe this with my finger. and like they didn't get that. So like that, again, I know I'm sounding petty when I say this, but like I'm just being completely honest about what I see. Other than that, I mean, seats look good and clean. They did a great job on the carpet. All this, and they move. Okay, one thing for you to know, which anyone who's ever had a car professionally detailed, they move your stuff. So they put all my stuff in a trash bag, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Anything they found in the truck, anything that were in these seats or in the underneath, they put in the trash bag, which is fine. But then I don't know if they cleaned that. They didn't clean that, which is good. But like this is all black. I have a huge mat that goes here. That's the Laramie Longhorn mat. But they treated my seats. So anyway, if you have anything in the truck, expect it to go in a trash bag. They blacked and treated all this. So this all looks really good. The seat looks really good. They leather treated the seats. They shampooed this and they cleaned back here. There's stuff back here that I had that's now in that bag. And they leather treated and cleaned my seat here. Like I was saying, some of the interior things I think they kind of missed. And again, I'm being petty, but they did miss a few things. The last thing that I do, I think they did and you can see they cleaned up underneath there nice on both sides. You know, where French fries hang out. The last thing I'll say that is part of the package, but I really appreciated, is the cleaning and waxing of the door jambs and the trim pieces. Obviously this one looks a little rough because it's got some soap residue on it, but they cleaned all of these door jambs, and that's something that whenever you clean it yourself, you never fail to miss. I need WD-40 on that, but you never fail to miss those things. Again, you can kind of see the cleanliness of the carpet and all that. I don't know if they went in here. Sweet, they didn't go in there. But super clean. They did a good job, in my opinion. The overall experience was good. I would, if I really needed it needed a detail real bad. But if I had to do it again, I would happily take it back there and let them redo it again. Even though there's a few things that I'm like, yeah, they missed that. I can't believe they missed that. I also know that my truck was not the cleanest before I took it. So, satisfied.